Dogs don't wear shoes. We've covered this before. Allergies can come in a couple of different forms. You can have food allergies, which are often just sensitivities, and then you also have seasonal or environmental allergies. The allergies are an immune response to some type of invader. So in this particular instance, we're going to call it an allergen. If it's food related, it will generally come and go if you're changing your proteins, or it could just be all year round. And this is going to be indicative of chewing on the paws, chewing on the back near the tail. It's going to be more isolated where they have little spots that bother them. If it's environmental, you're going to be itchy all over the body, and most of the time you're going to see it seasonally. There aren't very many things that bloom all year round, so the good news is your dog should find some relief after their particular allergen is gone. There aren't very many food allergies out there. And I know that a lot of you think that your dog is allergic to chicken, or your dog's allergic to corn or wheat, or, whatever the case may be. But it's generally intolerances. And intolerances start with a bad gut. So your gut stores your microbiome, which is going to be where all of your good, healthy bacteria. If you don't have a healthy gut, regardless of food intolerances or environmental, your gut actually leaks. So think of a fishnet. If you have a nice tight woven fishnet, the allergens can't get through. As you have leaky gut and your microbiome becomes damaged, then your gut starts to expand and you have all these little holes that the invaders come through on. That's when the body says, oh no, I've got something that I need to attack, and then your immune response gets activated. That's going to be your itchy. That's going to be your inflamed and your red and your hot. It could be ears. It could be belly. If you have a leaky gut type of situation where you'd want to be able to help heal that, the best way to do that is adding some goat milk as well as some raw foods. The body doesn't have to work as hard to break down something that's already moisture rich. Kibble can actually be dehydrating, and if you've got a dog that already has skin problems, we don't want to take moisture away from its skin to be able to break down kibble. And then if you add the goat milk to it, you're adding a lot of good probiotics that can help heal the gut as well. Probiotics, super important. If you do antibiotics often, not only is that killing the bad stuff, but that's killing the good stuff too. So make sure that anytime you're on an antibiotic regimen, that you're doing a probiotic also. And my hopes are that as soon as we can get this pet healthier, you don't need to have the antibiotics. I want to make sure that everybody knows I'm not anti-antibiotics. I am anti-giving antibiotics if it's something that could have been prevented. If you are bathing often because your dog has some type of skin irritant, I have a new suggestion for you guys. And sometimes we overbathe, and that stimulates more oil production because you're washing away all of the natural oil, and then the dog produces more oil, and then they get that greasy, dirty, smelly dog situation going. If you need to do some type of antimicrobial or medicated shampoo, take the same probiotics that you're now going to be putting on your dog's food because you want to fix his gut, and put one of the scoops of that into a gallon of water. After you have bathed your dog, pour this rinse over the dog, dry them, and leave it. Don't rinse it off. So what this is doing is this is putting the good bacteria back in your dog's skin and coat, which is also going to be one of their outer defenses to keep stuff from getting back into them. So you can still use your antimicrobials, your medicateds, things like that, but try to do this rinse afterwards to keep your outside of your dog a little bit healthier. You also should think about either getting a paw plunger, which you've seen in my other videos. Either you can do an apple cider vinegar and water mix. You can do a light baby shampoo, baby as in puppy. I call them babies. Puppy shampoo, and you're going to actually plunge their paws after you do walks. Their paws are going everywhere. So if you haven't cleaned their feet, dogs don't wear shoes. We've covered this before. They're spreading all of those allergens into the house. The other thing is that even if it's just on their feet and they start itching behind their neck, now they've got pollen up on their neck. So a good wipe down of their face so that it's not getting into their eyes, their nose, and their mouth, as well as a paw plunge. If your dog does have any type of yeast problem, Keep in mind that you shouldn't do an oatmeal-based shampoo. I know that sounds weird because if your dog is itching, you've always heard that oatmeal will help with that. Well, the problem is that oatmeal is also a carbohydrate, which has sugars. If your dog is yeasty, that sugar is making it worse. To fight off the allergens internally, there are many products that you can use. We have a product by Vet's Best that is for seasonal allergies. I have one by Earth Animal, and that is an allergy and skin drop that you add to the food. A product from Herbsmith called Allergies. All of these guys are going to be all natural. You can use them year round if you feel like you need to. Otherwise, the best thing to do is start it a month prior to when your dog is going to be facing all of those environmental allergens when something is blooming. Make sure that you're washing all of your bedding frequently. Vacuum. Check your air filters if those haven't been done regularly. So please let us know if you have questions. Come into the store, give us a call, shoot me an email, rachelm@leoandluckies.com, or you can also put it in the comments section below. Thank you very much, and I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed our video. If you did, please be sure to give it a like. If you have any questions or comments, please be sure to put it down in the comments section below. If you are interested in more pet-tastic videos like this, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you hug your pet today.